What's good, team? Right now, I'm about to bring us another general discussion topic today. Today's discussion topic is going to be about bluff plays and how to properly make them. So, without further ado, let's begin. Starting off by saying, for all my Dragon Ball Z fans out there, did you guys see fucking episode 47? It was, oh my god, it was so fucking amazing. Spoiler alert, if you guys have not seen Dragon Ball Z episode 47, Future Trunks came back. Start this. Oh, the arc is so good. Man, Black Goku. I don't want to get too much detail because it's a Yu-Gi-Oh video. But for the most part, if you guys are Dragon Ball Z fans, please, I repeat, please check out Dragon Ball Z Super because it is fucking amazing. Big fan of the show. Cannot wait to see next week's episode. Now, let's get to the actual video. Bluff plays in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, a subscriber asked me a while back, how do you properly make bluff plays in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's honestly just really easy. You just got to know your deck in and out, and know you got to be able to read people. Like a great example, if you watch poker, if you read body language, you can tell if someone's timid, if they're scared, and you know all this stuff by studying the eyes, studying their facial expression. Like you see somebody rolling their eyes like this. 9 times out of 10, they could be pissed from a bad hand, but they also could be trying to bluff you. So, best way to bluff the opponent starting off is you can set your hand. Like if you open up a bad hand, let's say for example, a hand of all spells, and your opponents know you're playing a trap heavy deck, let's say Burning Abyss, and your opening hand is like Dark Hole, Regeki, whatever. You could still make that first turn Dante play, just set your spells, make Dante pass. Now the opponent's gonna think, well, fuck, he got a bunch of spells set, and if I pop his back row, he's gonna kick my ass. That's one way of bluffing. Another way of bluffing is pretending like you drew a bad hand and you drew a god hand. Like let's say, for example, if you're mid game and you're playing against the opponent, and you guys are going back and forth, and you know you're gonna win, and you think they're in a good position, you can be like, fuck, I drew a bad hand. Like you draw your card like, fucking shit. And then you can just set your card and pass. Like you could pretend that you're bluffing. Like you could draw a Mirror Force. But, oh my god! Just set it, go. Then your opponent attacks and you flip over Mirror Force. Like fuck yeah! And it's like you tricked them. So bluffing can go from just opening up a good hand to setting all spells, faking your opponent out that you got defenses even though you don't. It can also go on to just pretending like you drew a bad card, leading them into a play, like for example the Mirror Force example. Other ways people bluff is just by, shuffling their hand up, making sure that you can't keep a track of their hand count, keeping their hand count low. So if your opponent looks at you like they think you got a low hand count and you reveal you actually got a bigger hand count later, that can really misguide their plays due to the fact that they're thinking like, okay, well, if they're not asking what your hand size is and you get your hand like this, I mean, that's legal. It's not illegal and an illegal move to do. They can think, okay, your hand count is kind of low. Let me go for a push. Then next thing you know, you got a fucking handful of plays on your following turn. You can come up against them and be like, okay, set, pass, and etc. So, kind of shooting this video gun ho. But for the most part, when it comes to bluffing your opponent, you just gotta know how to read people. This reading people is very important. Great ways to figure out, if you guys don't know how to read people, it's great ways to figure it out. Just like study psychology for understanding how people work. I mean, talking to the person in the duel, seeing if they're confident, seeing if they're not confident. Another great way, now I thought about it, to bluff people. This is an old school way, by the way. You show up to your table in a tournament with a plastic bag full of cards with your deck in it. Pull your deck out and get to playing with no playmat. That is one of the best ways to bluff people, in that due to the fact that 9 times out of 10, if somebody do that to you, they're a little kid or a scrub or someone who's inexperienced, because most experienced players who've been playing it for a long time don't play like that. So if you come up to the table with a garbage bag and a paper playmat or no playmat at all, the opponent's gonna think, okay, this is an easy ass round, and they might make goofy ass plays that they wouldn't usually make, and then once they realize that they make them goofy ass plays and they fuck it up, and they see that you capitalize on it, like, okay, damn, this dude is better than I expected. Then that might even think that you're still a scrub, and they think that they're losing to a scrub, and they're gonna be like, fucking shit, I lost some fucking scrub using a fucking plastic bag and a paper playmat. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, There are so many different ways you guys can bluff in Yu-Gi-Oh! My main 3 ways to bluff, honestly, is, you know, pretending like you're a scrub, you know, showing a table in paper bag, whatever, plastic bag or whatever. You know, when you draw a card, pretending like the card is a terrible card to draw, like you drew terrible, and revealing the card later to be an amazing card. And also, like, going first, you can just, okay, let me set my hand, even though it's a good hand, pass, and just pretend like you own the world, pretend like you're about to do good, because when you're pretending, it can lower the opponent's confidence down. Like, honestly, 9 times out of 10, Yu-Gi-Oh! When it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's gaming in general, it's all about how you portray yourself. And hell, fuck that. When it comes to life in general, it's all about how you portray yourself and how you exude your confidence. From the business field to Yu-Gi-Oh! To poker to hell, getting girls. Portraying confidence can take you such a long way. So guys, when it comes down to bluffing, you just be confident in all your moves. You can take some of these tips in this video if you want to and implement them. But yeah, just make sure you know how to read people, pretend to be like act to be on top of the world, and you guys will be amazing. Now, I know I didn't mention every type of bluffing in this video. There's so many different ways you can bluff, it's ridiculous. Something left for you guys to post in the comment section down below. And if you guys are new viewers to the channel, I'd love for you to subscribe for more competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. Upload 3 times a week. On Mondays to do my general discussions. On Wednesdays to do my top 10s. And on Fridays to do my explain series, where I explain decks and archetypes in detail. I do these videos, I truly believe in helping you guys become better players. And also do these videos, I truly believe in you guys helping me become a better player. Chris from Team Innovation signing out. Peace, guys, stay innovative. Deuces. Okay, because it's Cosmos, so that's pretty much why the deck is good. With the addition of Fire King Island, it led the deck to being insane. So speaking of Fire King Island, we'll tell you guys what that card do.